Welcome to the Lore Archive.
Chapter 1, The 13th Notebook. Singapore, the 17th of August, 2008. Zakierd kept 13 notebooks under his bed. The first 12 were filled with impossible memories. The 13th was empty, except for one date written on the first page, the 17th of August, 2008. He had written that date when he was 13 years old, in the first year after his family migrated from Indonesia to Singapore. His parents were Chinese Indonesians, practical people, quiet people, people who believed in work, discipline, and surviving without drawing too much attention. So when Zakierd began seeing places before visiting them, remembering conversations before they happened, and waking with names in his mouth that no one had spoken to him, they told him what any loving parent would tell a frightened child in a new country. It was stress, new school, new language environment, new country, new expectations, homesickness, culture shock, pressure. Stress was a merciful explanation, so Zakierd accepted it for 8 years. But he still wrote everything down. In the earliest notebooks, his handwriting was crooked and childish. Some entries were written in English, some in Indonesian, some in copied Chinese characters he barely understood. They described clocks stopping, classmates changing memories, songs playing before they were released, and one night he could never forget. The 1st of January 2000, the night the world entered the new millennium. At midnight, while his family watched the countdown, sound disappeared, not faded, not quieted, disappeared. For 9 seconds the clock stopped, the television turned to static, and fireworks hung motionless above the Singapore skyline. Then Zakierd saw another version of the living room. His mother was older, crying. His father was gone. And in the corner stood a scarred man, with his face. Then reality snapped back. His family cheered. The fireworks burst. Nobody else noticed. That was when Zakierd learned a private kind of loneliness, seeing something real, with no one else alive to remember it. Now 8 years later, rain tapped against his window. The 13th notebook lay open on his desk. Beside it, his old computer chimed. A new email appeared. No sender, no subject, one attachment. Zakierd _1987_origin_confirmation.txt. His hand hovered over the mouse. No one knew about the notebooks, not his parents, not his friends, not anyone. Slowly, Zakierd opened the file. 6 lines appeared. You are from Prime Reality. You survived the first fracture. You remember because you were exposed in 2000. Do not answer any message from yourself. Do not follow the woman in white. We failed in 2044. The room went cold. The computer clock flickered. 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012. His phone lit up. The radio spat static. The television switched on by itself. A face appeared in the static. Older, tired, bleeding from one eye. Zakierd knew him at once. It was himself. The older Zakierd pressed one hand against the inside of the screen. His voice came through broken and rough. You are not the first me. You are the last one who still belongs here. Then every device went dark. Zakierd sat in silence, staring at his reflection in the dead television screen. For 8 years he had blamed the impossible on stress. For 8 years he had tried to be normal. Now the impossible had spoken back. His hands shook as he took up a pen. He opened the 13th notebook, and beneath the date written on the first page, he wrote 2 words. I remember. For the first time in his life, Zakierd did not feel crazy. That was worse.
Like, subscribe, and open the next archive.